Who would imagine like scoring with Hans Zimmer on a project like Ramayana, which is one of the biggest projects?
I personally feel that it has the same potential as Avatar and Titanic.
First session was in London, second one was in LA, third one was in Dubai.
You've always been very supportive of newer talent. What makes you so brave?
If I'm not excited about any artist on stage, who's going to be interested?
For you, a voice is also like an instrument.
From the root, it comes into the instrument. So the voice plays a very, very important role in ideating or to expressing.
A lot of the people, they were literally going bonkers on a song like Nadan Parinde, for example.
If you don't cease to exist, I think the Spirit of God comes in your voice, in your mind.
You're able to give that level of happiness in a world which is torn on various lines.
Our heart is a shrine. And if the shrine is polluted with hate and disgust and hopelessness, you'll only see people come to say.
We live in an era when there are a lot of discussion around AI, for example, and how AI can possibly create songs and everything.
Because of the internet, we're talking like this. So that's a blessing. But I think everything is a tool which we have to choose what we get at. Hey, this is R Rahman and you're watching Connect Cine with Faridoon. Stay connected.
Rahman sir, welcome on Connect Cine and thank you very much for joining from Los Angeles.
Thank you. Nice seeing you again.
It's amazing to see you, sir, and congratulations for the Wonderment Tour. There is a tremendous buzz in Vancouver. You're performing here on 18th July.
Yeah.
Looking forward, sir. It's a wonderful arena.
Yeah. Thank you.
Are you looking forward? Like,
Yeah.
what is
The whole tour is, it started so well in Mumbai for the Waves conference, and then we were like official partners with the Indian government, Maharashtra government, and it was cute. And to bring that to the US in a way is really exciting. To bring a whole new set of people who are very, very talented. And we've been rehearsing for the last week and everything. It was very exciting.
right? So you'll be performing with your son.
My son's staying here too, yeah.
So how excited are you, sir?
As I told you, we every tour is slightly different from the previous one. There are many challenges, and the challenges are met. And musically, we are all like super excited to show something which we've been working on for the past 6 months.
That's amazing. And so Zanai Bhosle is there as well, Asha Bhosle ji's granddaughter.
Yeah.
You've worked with Asha ji in the past.
In some other concerts, yeah. She's there in the East Coast. Yeah.
Right. So that's another grand legacy that is going to be going forward.
To be a offspring of that family and still being in music is very courageous, because unless they have an own individuality, and I think she was, when I met her, she was brave. She had this sense of innocence, not being too harsh on herself, and then there was a great encouragement from Asha ji, and yeah,
Right.
excited because she has got her own vibe. She's doing some of Asha ji's songs in her own vibe. I said it'll be great to have the next generation come. And
sir, there is one more very amazing new artist. His name is Mr. A R Rahman. I genuinely feel it's 2.0. Like the way you are happening right now. Chava has just released. Ramayana is just is an amazing project, and I'm sure that you'll be enjoying it tremendously. There's a complete new side to A R Rahman.
I am born every day because you can't rot. Because the whole world is changing every day. You know, that big trees fall and the new saplings come in. The same way, I think thoughts have to go, new thoughts have to come. But the core of me is the same. The core, what I believe in, and what we can do with our music, with my music, and how I can share with people who love me, or accept me, or they don't accept me. My efforts are still the same. You know, the whole intention of the effort is the same. But there are many other changes happening because the studios are different, artists are different, the way we are recording is different, the way we vibe is different, the projects are different, right? Who would imagine like scoring with Hans Zimmer on a project like Ramayana, which is one of the biggest projects? And It's our culture, Indian culture, and I'm really proud of that project. And I hope that everything goes well.
And so I genuinely feel that this is going to be the biggest film from India.
Mm.
Everyone all across the world, people are going to be watching it. Namit Malhotra said that Avatar, the budget is more than Avatar. I personally feel that it has the same potential as Avatar and Titanic because it's something which is very, very unique. I'm sure that it'll be an amazing time for you to compose music for that.
Yeah, absolutely. The first few sessions we had was great. Actually, first session was in London, second one was in LA, third one was in Dubai. So wherever Hans travels, I also have kind of base there. So it's easy to converse and basically he is very similar. I mean, how curious he's about the culture, how open he is about criticism, how um, he also uh, spearheads the whole narrative where he says, "I can't understand this. Can I?" In a Western perspective. So he's also a guide project.
Right. Amazing. All right. And so when it comes to Wonderment Tour, for example, it's a complete new crop of young artists that are going to be performing with you. You've always been very supportive of newer talent. What makes you so brave to support young talent and maybe unvarnished talent in a way?
If I'm not excited about any artist on stage, who's going to be interested? I need
Wow.
to because that's how a Minmini came in, or a Chinmayi came in, or a Sid Sriram came in, because you can recognize the spark, because we are not worried about what car they're going in, what which house they're living in. We want the soul, that soul to contribute to the composition, right? And whether uh, Nitish, or whether it's Aditya, or whether it's my son, or whether it's Zenoy, Shubha, all those people who are coming in, or Mesa Kara who's coming in from UAE. It's about what they're going to give, or how they're going to turn the stage into a magical place, right? So Aditya is a recent, I think he's brilliant, and he's also part of my um, the meta band which I'm creating called Secret Mountain. He's doing the Tamil voice of that. Akam um, Zen is the character which he's singing on, and we casted him last
Right.
year. And then Nitish sang the promo Tere Ishq Hai, like Anand Rai's new film.
Right.
Yeah, and so like literally they had a very big singer audition for that, but we all liked Nitish's voice, and so and everybody loved it, and so like, what is he going to sing again? And so here he is coming in.
Right. So you've very famously said in the past that for you, a voice is also like an instrument.
Yeah,
And the way you utilize that is beautiful. That's a very unique way of looking at a human voice as well. Um, could you please elaborate on that, like how it is contributing?
I followed um, everybody what I'm creating. When I'm playing a piano, I'm actually humming what I'm playing inside my mind. So if you look at a Shania play, if you look at Lakan Saab, what I used to have in mind singing would come as a Shania. And we look at Sultan Khan Saab, who was one of the greatest Araki player. He would just sing exactly what he'll play. You'll ask him to sing it, it'll exactly, because from the root it comes into the instrument, right? So the voice plays a very, very important role in ideating or to expressing. If you don't have it inside, it won't come. It won't come on the keyboard. It won't come on the guitar. It won't come in. So it has to come from your soul. And the soul, the soul is the voice actually. It, the first thing, which is internal, whether it's you're singing in the mind or whether you're singing with the voice. I think that's very important.
Right. So I was seeing the clips of your shows in the past, and a lot of the people they were literally going bonkers on a song like Nadan Parinde, for example. A lot of the soft melodies is something that people were literally crying on and connecting to. It's very difficult to grip an audience, a live audience, especially with softer melodies. Uh, what sort of mindset is it that you are going through when you're performing those songs? And is it like a Sufi sort of moment for you when you're just connecting with the God?
Absolutely. Think there are only two things. They're saying what is allowed and what is allowed. What is allowed is always being one. When if you don't cease to exist, I think the spirit of God comes in your voice, in your mind, in your thought, in your hand, in your eyesight, in your ears. And we all attempt to go into that state where whether it's going in a lift or singing in front of the audience or composition or sitting in a studio to compose. And over time, it comes in with ease. Whatever pressure you're on, and you can nullify yourself and cease to exist, and that art exists, with the blessing. And it's a very, very samadhi state where sometimes, it's just one. And for that's not, you need to have the chops, you need to do your practice, you need to learn your lyrics, you need to be good on sur and everything, because that also a technical thing happened. It is a duality there. There is a lot of technical things which is important. At the same, can you over that can you flow and do something for the audiences, right? So
Absolutely.
over time you get used to that and you don't get nervous. Before coming to stage was like death for me. Oh my god, what am I gonna do? What fails? And then finally all the noise goes away and you become one with what is happening. Because if they come wanting to spend time with us, leaving their jobs and bring their children, dressing up, going to the car, I think you won the battle half. They want to spend time with you. They're loyal. So I'm grateful for all that stuff. And they show up, buy the tickets, come, and it's a kind of reunion between which music is actually doing. You know, the singer and the audiences.
So you've performed in US many times, in North America many times. But this is my personal opinion that the Wonderment Tour, it is having a very vibrant energy to it, which is very different from any of your past tours. This is entirely my personal tour. You're also going to UK. You'll be performing. First of all, so why the title Wonderment? And would you agree that there is a different energy to this tour?
Yes, because I think when I started performing, there were my performance is completely different from what people are doing, and they were like you having a book and doing. But I wanted to, if Michael Jackson can perform like that within your own limits, why can't you? Why can't we show a show like that? So my shows became more entertainment and music together, so that they're bored with people standing there and doing. That it's got energy, it's got movement, it's got unpredictability and everything. And over years, I think people have started. The young artists are doing shows, and I wanted to be different from them. I wanted to uh, also grow on the way of how we conceive the show. And this is about gratitude. This show is about gratitude, or as the blessing we have, not taken granted, but um, to acknowledge the blessings of love, the blessings of talent, blessings of people showing up, and that is wonderment. Every breath is a wonderment. No, like yeah,
So when you were in Vancouver sometime back, and we had this conversation as well, that we live in a world that lots is happening, um, and you gave a very profound answer in terms of how the art can possibly bring people together. When so many people they'll come together in PNE auditorium on 18th July and all across US, for example, and what they'll be taking with them, as you mentioned, is love and happiness. Um, do you feel a sense of in a way gratitude towards the Almighty and towards the world, that you're able to give that level of happiness in a world which is torn on various lines, and everyone comes together, various religions, various cultures, various races, and they go back happy?
it is. I think if people being born every day, they don't
Right.
deserve evil news of news about death and cruelty. They need to see the wonderment of life, and whether it's kids or young adults, or because that's gonna our heart is a shrine, and if the shrine is polluted with hate and disgust and hopelessness, you'll only see people who come to suicide. You'll only see people who don't believe in the future or hope or faith in anything. So it's the artist of people, artists like us and people who believe in love and everything, cleaning up that stuff, saying there is a beautiful world, there is hope, and the whole galaxy is huge. The evil is tiny, but for us, I'm not saying tiny, tiny in the sense we look at the how big the galaxy or how big the world is. That tiny dot is shown in a way where people lose faith in everything, in humanity and everything. So it is important to reaffirm and give them the light. And all of us have to be the light in everything we do. A doctor, a teacher, a philosopher, a musician, a poet, a dancer, actor, actresses, director. Not go into something which will bring them down to, but lighten up people's lives every day. It's very hard, but I think that is the basic duty of all of us. You.
Okay, so you've always had this futuristic sound. We live in an era when there are a lot of discussion around AI, for example, and how AI can possibly create songs and everything. How do you look at this transitional phase, and what are your views, sir?
I think everything we look at, if you look at positively, how to use it, we will always get a positive response. And if you take the internet, internet came and it was a blessing, then became a curse. Then people started making, choosing what the blessing is, what the curse is. So we use it according to, like, because of the internet, we're talking like this. So that's a blessing. And there is also there are bad influence on the internet. So like that, I think everything is a tool which we have to choose what we get at, and we choose to do good things with it. We can do good things. That's my thing. Very basic, simple answer, but that's how it is.
So one thing that I've noticed that, for example, you are from Tamil Nadu. When you when you sing Hindi words in lyrics, for example, there is this element of respect, which is very apparent. There are times when the music directors they tend to believe that the tune is everything, and any sort of word can possibly just go ahead because the tune is so beautiful. I personally noticed that you have a lot of respect the way you render words.
Mm.
You're careful about the pronunciation as well. What is the importance of lyrics for you? Even when we don't totally understand it, but you you that element of respect is there.
I know sometimes, in Tamil Nadu, especially Udichi or Sukunda, when they sing a song, they have a kind of accent which people have accepted and said, it's cute. We know that this is not going to destroy a language because that is cute when they say somebody else sings a song. But it is not often the case. Like sometimes when I sing a song, like one of my biggest hits is Vande Mataram, Mataji Salam. And we spend a lot of time correcting because, oh, he's Tamil and people know him. Not like that, but why can't we try a little more harder to make it better? And that's the whole intention. Why annoy people unnecessarily? So that's the whole idea.